Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here at Solana, seeing what's going on. It's interesting the way that's breaking out of this bull flag pattern. I almost said pennant. And the reason why we're going to look at this here, of course, is to kind of understand resistance levels if it were to retrace. Because technically we're not out of the woods just yet, just because we've broken this descending trend. We're still a lot of things we got to double check and confirm first. So just know, if you are new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I absolutely love teaching people to trade, and this is my dream job. I'm so lucky and happy to be able to do this with other amazing people. Got an awesome group here over in our Crypto Cash community with my Discord, Telegram and Twitter, of course, but a little more interactive with Discord here. Also, quick congrats to our community members. We took some profits from, what was it, Celestia, 52% in 1 day, 43% in 2 days from VeChain, and Chainlink, 20% in 2 hours. That's basically, these are just 5x leverage trades, nothing super crazy. We want to make sure to keep it safe with all the volatility recently. So just know, a lot more profits to be had, but that's kind of the surface level there. If you're interested, cryptocash.tech is a site. We do have a limit on how many members can be active there, of course, so just know we're getting really close. All right, so heads up on that. But if you have questions, of course, don't hesitate to reach out, and do appreciate all the positive feedback I've received here. So let's talk a little bit about Solana back-end data first. This is the last 12 hours of liquidation levels. So we got tons of longs at about 91.50, feeling confident with that low position. I would second that. When I looked at this coin earlier today, we had much more likelihood for this level to get swept at 99, like I mentioned, and it did. Big surprise, good to go. Okay, so now that we're up over 100, which was kind of the important level, we can presume that'll be our support level moving forward. I don't want to assume, because that would be bad. We can presume, because that's okay. Just kidding, it's the same thing, just wording it better or more efficiently. Anyways, what I'm getting at here is that it's never safe to assume or presume. And in this case, we want to kind of consider that level to be a support level. Likelihood, right? Because no support or resistances are impervious to Bitcoin dumps or pumps, but there is some things we want to recognize. So daily time frame, don't want to look at too much here. Honestly, all the indicators are the same as earlier today. There's not much really different. So what I want to talk about, though, and I think that is important here, of course, is the moving average. We're testing the 20-day SMA right here and now at 104. So you could summarize that 104 as a resistance based on that moving average, but that's not like a definitive line in the sand. It's not something that's like super telling, okay? So the key takeaway here is that the level just above that, 0.5 Fibonacci, I would say that's more likely to be a resistance for us at about 105.5. 105.5 is a close approximate for that level. Again, I'm going to post this on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, so if you're curious on those levels, you'll see those. You don't have to feel like you got to pause the screen and look at it, but generally speaking, that is something we got to look at. We've seen a few times we try to break through that level, haven't yet, and at this point here, we can kind of see that this lower level of liquidity, majority of it has been swept. We got this upper level here as well, and there's a great chance we're going to see the 117 and the 126 revisited. Not just because we're pumping today because of the news, but breaking through that key level resistance, consolidating above 100 even is a very big deal. Okay, so we're back up over 50 on the RSI. This is awesome news. We were dipping below that before, not great. Stochastic RSI swinging up, and money flow index, look at this guy. Extremely high, at least higher than the RSI, and we like to see that, right? You've always, maybe not always, but I say it all the time. Money flow index above the RSI is great because what it does, it tells us the viewpoint is that it's not oversold yet, and with money coming into the coin, it provides support at that level. So when you got price discovery with high money flow index, that's a recipe for the opposite of disaster. It's a recipe for sustainability at that price point. Okay, and we can take a look here. Volume, largest amount of volume profile, $96 to $98. Okay, those are going to work as support levels too. We got a nice little MACD FU. There we go. That's exactly what it looks like in case you ever hear me say it. It's when the MACD is supposed to diverge but doesn't, and it just kind of flips the little bird and continues the other way. Okay, I call it an MACD FU. That is technically not a grammatically correct indicator. You cannot find an MACD FU indicator. It's just something that I like to say. Okay, anyways, the concept here is that we're mostly bullish except for this 100-day SMA on the 4 hour. Getting above that would be great. So now all the more reason to close above 105. But everything else is positive and contributing. We've broken this descending trend for the most part. It's not the cleanest descending trend, but on the daily, you can see that we're working within those levels and we're tentatively above that. So once more, 0.382, $100 even. Previous resistance turns support, turns resistance turns support. That level is extremely important right now. So closing at 100 or higher today is essentially what we're looking for. It seems fairly indicative it's going to happen. We have less than an hour left in today's candle. So, you know, I would say strap in, folks. We're looking pretty good here. Another thing that's awesome, too, we just saw this upper level liquidity swept here. For the most part, there's this very small sliver at 105 that is left remaining. But if we take a look at the cloud, we're now solidly above the cloud. And you can kind of see there that we're in really, really good shape. Okay. So again, that's a confirming factor, too. As I mentioned before, closing above 100 is a big deal today. So whether or not you get in now or at 102 or 101, if the price even does pull back, it might be a good consideration for a long position at this time. Again, I'm not really wanting to get super excited about, you know, taking trades that are overextended. This isn't overextended at all, but generally speaking, I try not to get super excited because, you know, emotions don't belong in trading, right? And you want to look for reasons not to take a trade instead of to take a trade. Well, we got one reason not to take a trade, and that's the 100-day SMA on the 4-hour. Everything else is good. So to me, that's not really a cause for, you know, not taking a position. So if we take let's just confirm a few things here. We also got a buy signal from our CC golden indicator here, and there's no sell signals in sight. That also tells us we're in good shape to keep a position open. So again, for those of you who are in our Solana long, let it ride. We're going to hit our other targets. Those of you who are considering a long, it may be a good time frame to consider getting into a long position between 100 and 103. Okay, so this is a nice little support zone between 0.3 at 2.5. We close 105 or higher. I think we're going to be able to continue upwards. Furthermore, too, I got the question in my community, what are the resistance levels? Let's make it simple. 106 is a round number, 110, and then 117. Okay, 106, 110, 117. Those are the three areas of potential resistance. You know, 0.5 on fib, it's a big deal. 0.618, previous resistance level. And of course, obviously, we saw a lot of contention based on volume on larger timeframes at 117/118. There's a ton of liquidation still at 118, by the way, if you look at the larger timeframes. I'll post all that on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Be sure to check it out. Last but not least, if you haven't already, take advantage of this exclusive offer from Bitunix. The reason why is because we have a trading competition. You have to use my link to register. And in order to do so, you're going to find a lot of benefits here. The registration countdown is large. That goes until the end of the month, but technically it starts on the 15th. So you got like the next 4 or 5 trading days to go ahead and fund your account and get that going. Again, just recommend you using no KYC, no VPN exchange. Phenomenal. They've been awesome to our community. We've even got like tech support and interacted or involved within our Discord. Is really cool. We got some, you know, our affiliate is in there actively. It's a really cool experience. So check that out in your own time. Thank you again so much for watching. Last but not least, if you are interested in premium, just know there's a few slots left available. Link down below. Make sure you reach out to me if you have any questions, of course. And I do look forward to working with you. Thanks again for your time. See you in the next one. Take care.